On this episode of TQA Weekly, we deal with the 4 oops. Accidentally deleting a file, accidentally deleting a partition, accidentally leaving the remnants of a deleted file, and forgetting to completely wipe a hard drive before giving it. My name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and if ever you have any questions, comments, suggestions for other episodes, you can email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go and tweet it at me at ZAxis. You can always bring it to me on Facebook, Google+, and a whole bunch of other places. Those will be down below if you're watching the video. And of course, you can go to tqaweekly.com to see all of my social media information. Send me an email using the contact form and also interact with others on past episodes I have done. Of course, if you're already on YouTube, Blip.tv, or Vimeo, you can always post down below. Doesn't matter what the topic is of the show. If you have a question for the next one, just post it down below. I really don't mind. Today's topic is going to be how to recover files, partitions, how to make them permanently disappear. Because we call those the 4 oops. So things that people will do by accident. And considering that the most common action will be the file deletion, and considering that I know a lot of people on YouTube have a very short attention span, no offense, we're going to start with the most common tool that's going to be needed anyway. So file deletion does not mean file gone. My favorite application that I like to use, which will recover files on all hard drives and even flash drives, is called Partition Recovery. If you are looking for the link, tqaweekly.com/SE5EP17 will bring you to the 4 applications I'm going to talk about today. It will recover any file that you recently have deleted. My suggestion to you, like they will state on their website, is to recover said file to a different hard drive in case you are trying to recover multiple different files to avoid accidentally overwriting other files. A very good tip. The next common thing is the accidental deletion of partitions. While many different partition editors will request that you actually confirm the action, the Windows Partition Editor, shame on you Microsoft, does not do so. So in effect, I accidentally deleted my own partition. There are many different applications on the internet that are absolutely free that will recover those partitions. But the worst thing, even for me, is time. Time doesn't make anything disappear, by the way. It's the stress factor. The longer it takes, the more likely you leave the room bald if you had a full head of hair. So sorry for anybody else. But if you started with a full head of hair and you're waiting 16 hours for files, you're not going to last very long. So my favorite tool that I came across this weekend is called Mini Tool Partition Recovery. It is very fast. Point where the partition was in the Partition Recovery tool. It will show you the partition and the file tree inside, and if it's the correct one, just click Recover. It took less than 3 minutes to recover it, and after 2 hours using other tools, it still hadn't even showed me the right partition. So that is my new favorite tool, Mini Tool Partition Recovery. Now, in some cases, we do actually want to make sure that the files are absolutely gone. You know, files you don't want other people seeing. In these cases, you might want to use an application called File Shredder. Keep in mind, it's gone. Once you use this tool on a file, you ain't getting it back. It is absolutely and completely gone. This is very useful for those pictures that you took that you don't want to see anymore. Yeah, like I said, gone. And for those who want to give their computers up or hard drives up to other people but are afraid of people being able to recover your files, you have a tool called Derek's Boot and Nuke, and they do have a variant that costs money for SSDs because of how SSDs work. But in spinning hard drive cases, you can use Derek's Boot and Nuke, aka Dban, and depending on the setting that you set, you can completely wipe it inside of 2.5 hours, or you can go the hardcore way and completely wipe it after 16 hours. Keep in mind that it only really works on hard drives that are considered pristine, so any significant errors might keep this from actually working. However, since most of us don't give broken drives to our friends, they're probably in good working order, using Dban, which is a free tool, will actually wipe the entire hard drive. Minus the SSDs, they have another thing called Blanco, which costs money, but that deals with the fact that SSDs do something called write leveling. So, If you have any other suggestions for tools that you would like for me to post down below, if you're watching on YouTube or anybody else, or to post on the show notes at tqaweekly.com/se5ep17, put the name down below for me or send it to my Google Plus if you're watching on YouTube. Else, you can always send it to me via Twitter at zaxis, via Facebook, facebook.com/zaxis1981, and of course, to my email, ask@tqaweekly.com. Don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't, and like this episode if you did, dislike it if you didn't, and of course, share with those that you think can benefit from this show. Have a great day, and goodbye.